So about a week ago, Warped Tour told us, hey, keep an eye out for some news. And today we got the big news. And that is the return of Warped Tour in 2025. People are upset. Why are they upset? Am I gonna go? What bands are playing? Give me the deets. Vizzy, give me the deets. And I'm here to give you the deets. So yeah, Warped Tour is coming back. 2-day passes start at $150 with fees included. And we have 3 dates. We got Washington, D.C., Long Beach, California, and Orlando, Florida. I just want to say off the bat, I did not expect Warped Tour to come back as a full-fledged tour, which it seems for some reason a lot of people did think that. But if you were paying attention in the past, Kevin Lyman did say, yeah, it's probably going to come back, but he's been said that it will never be like how it was before. Anyway, State of the Scene gives us more information. Kevin Lyman is speaking with Rolling Stone on Vans Warped Tour's return. Bands will be announced in weekly updates, so it can help highlight the smaller acts. If 2025 is successful, he will review adding more dates in the future, and for each date, we will have 70 to 100 bands. I think so far, so good. My only thing is, I think there should have been a 4th date for the Midwest, because I'm not expecting, like I said, I didn't expect a full tour. However, I expected each region to have their own event. East Coast, West Coast, West Coast, Midwest, and the South. I think that's super doable. I think that's super fair, and I think that's what should have happened. So yeah, I would just add one more date. As for the pricing, $150 for 2-day passes. What is that, like $75 a day? Warped Tour tickets used to be maximum $50. I think that's also fair. But State of the Scene brought up something interesting. I think the thing with these individual festivals is the ticket price is truly just a fraction of the cost. Instead of driving an hour to a show, I'm now paying for flight tickets, hotel rooms, and food expenses. And if you didn't know, at festivals, bro, food is expensive. Okay, you're gonna be paying $15 for a burger, no fries. You will be paying $5 to $7 for a bottle of water, and beer. Don't get me started on the beer, brother. This is gonna require some bread. But another thing people are upset about is the fact that they're selling tickets before even announcing any bands. No headliners, no here's a little taste of what's to come, nothing. They're just banking off of the Warped Tour name to sell tickets. But they're not the only fest to do this, right? I'm not saying it's right to just bank off of Warped Tour's name, but it's just not really surprising. So yeah, I think if you're local to any of these cities, the price is fair. 70 to 100 bands, just like they used to, is fair. I have no complaints so far, other than, like I said, another date for the Midwest. With all that being said, am I going to go to Warped Tour? Probably not. Just because I feel like a huge hypocrite. I did this entire video on Warped Tour, and I basically spoke about the good, bad, and ugly. I spoke about why it was important, why it was so fun, and the vibes and the bands and everything you can touch on regarding Warped Tour I did in this video. And I was critical of Kevin Lyman and the tour, because Kevin Lyman had the second chances rule, where if you did wrong in the past, he'll give you a second chance and you can still play the festival or get a job at the tour or whatever. But the issue is, okay, he gave ex-drug dealers roadie jobs. Sure, whatever, that's fine. But you can't let bands that abuse their power play the festival. Okay, it's completely different if you sold drugs 10 years ago versus you getting caught up texting a minor a year ago. Why the fuck are you letting Front Porch Step play the show, right? Why are you letting Blood on the Dance Floor play the show? You are giving these predators direct access to their prey. And when confronted about it, he was super dismissive about it. He's like, yeah, it happened, but none of it was on Warped Tour other than the Johnny Craig thing. Yeah, that guy, he got caught up texting a 15-year-old, but he was on Mayhem Fest. He didn't do it on Warped. He's fine. That's crazy. I do want to go and I do want to experience it. I want to go to Warped Tour and make content there, and I want to do all this shit. But I just feel too guilty and again, hypocritical because of this video. What can Kevin do in order for me to feel comfortable and probably other people that feel the same way? I think he should create a statement talking about the previous criticisms, addressing everything, airing everything out, and let us know what he's going to do moving forward, right? Small example. Kevin goes, hey guys, I'm aware that I was a piece of shit and said piece of shit things in the past, but this is what we're going to do moving forward. What is he going to do? Is he going to let problematic bands play? Is he going to let Front Porch Step play? Blood on the Dance Floor play? Like, I highly doubt it, but using them as like examples, right? But when I say problematic, we got to consider bands that have gray area, right? Like, are we going to let a band play that someone like accused them for something and more than likely it didn't really happen? Because I can easily say, hey, excuse me, everyone, the guy from Nickelback touched me, but that's just because I have a vendetta against Nickelback, right? Like, what evidence do you have? What proof do you have? And I'm aware it's going to be tough with 70 to 100 bands playing the festival, and a lot of bands do weird shit. Like, I'm aware of that. But like, research got to be done. And on not only that, I think a way to combat bands hooking up with fans is just wristbands, right? Like, let's say I'm playing the fest, right? I have a wristband that says band member. That gives me access to everywhere other than like general admission. Because if, let's say I'm a fucking weirdo looking for some prey, I can easily just go into general admission and talk to whoever. And it's lame because I know a big part of Warped Tour for bands is the ability to just walk around and do like, just meet fans and take photos and feel like a celebrity. However, Bad Apples, I feel like kind of ruined that. Like, bands shouldn't have the ability to just go and fucking take pictures and talk to whoever, right? You want to do a meet and greet? Sure, fine, but do it at your tent with like a security guard or someone watching, making sure there's no weird shit going on. That's an easy way to try to combat bands being weird. And of course, like, bands could be outside of the fest, like go to their fucking 7-Eleven across the street and meet fans there or whatever, sure. But if Kevin implemented some sort of rule like that, it's showing that he's trying, right? He's trying to combat this, and he truly does mean when he's sorry about like X, Y, and Z. And all that is a hypothetical. I doubt he's even going to make a statement and talk about like previous shit and criticisms. I highly doubt it. I'm just saying that these are things that Kevin Lyman can do to show he actually gives a shit and to show that he truly is apologetic for previous shit. You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, yeah, I probably won't go, but for the actual return, I think all of this is fine. I do think they should have added another date for the Midwest, but hey, it is what it is. This is beneficial if you are local. If you live in Jersey, you're probably going to have to fly or train or whatever, and that is lame, but it is what it is. What do you guys think? Who do you want to play this festival? Are you going to go? Is what I'm saying valid or not? Is it bussin' or disgusting?